Claas congratulates the Vanderloop equipment team for its well-deserved recognition. For more than 25 years, Vanderloop has been one of the leading retailers of Claas Jaguar forage harvesters throughout the U.S. We at Claas are proud to be part of the Vanderloop team.
My role specifically today is a hard one to measure. All precision people, especially when they're starting off, how do you measure what they're gaining for traction? How do you measure any of that, right? In my case, how do we measure? Sure, we sold an autonomous system, or maybe we sold a tractor. So there's a little bit there. But as far as the overall day to day, it's sometimes tough, right? So going back to your satisfaction question, it's sometimes the little things that hit that mark for us or for me. The biggest thing that me personally, we've got to focus on, or I've got to focus on, is really building out the team, right? Bringing the right people in and making sure we're putting the right people in the right spots. For us, the dealership, that is such a critical thing, and it will be even into our future with AI and in the technology growth, right? Having the right people is such a huge part of that. So when we look at the next 12 months and we look at what we can do as a dealership, it's ensuring the people we have are in the right spots. It's training them and growing them in their roles and adding the right people in as we need to. Here at our main location, we're pretty close to the Fox Valley. So there's a lot of job offerings. It's very regional too for us. At some of the locations, it's a little bit more rural. So it's a little bit easier. The farming community's bigger, right? Dad farmed and there wasn't enough farm income. So the son's a technician or daughter's maybe on the parts side or something along that lines. Challenges there finding people, but we've been doing pretty good with attracting talent and we try to make sure that they're compensated well, both personally on their family life and the quality of life outside of the dealership as well as when they're at the dealership. And as we look at our team and our group and having the right people in place, that's really a key thing, right? There's always going to be finances that you're looking at and you're always doing that. But if you can manage that stress and portray a positive attitude throughout the whole thing, whether that's a customer experience that's on the service side or whether that's a sales guy who needs a confidence boost before he goes out to sell a piece, that stress management is huge. The understanding of the employees and that their priorities may be slightly different than your priorities was a big thing. And I made some mistakes growing up and maybe it was arrogance, maybe there's ignorance, we all have. And it's really kind of forced me to look inside myself before we make some of them decisions. And there's definitely been some eye-opening moments there. There's success things too, right? There's customers you go by and go, man, this has been a lot of fun and I really enjoyed doing this aspect of the business. Maybe a little bit more on the sales and product side in that side. But there's also the accomplishment side of the service side. So there's not really a major light bulb moment. Mm-hmm. We're a part of a dealer group and Rob's been involving me in those meetings for quite a while now, and just seeing the financial aspects and that aspects of it has really helped my growth as a person inside the dealership to understand some of the stress loads and some of what's happening there too.